Probotector, Super Probotector Alien Rebels. This is actually Contra 3. Great game, yeah. For some reason, I'm not as fond as this as I am for the NES Contras. I don't know why. This is just... I don't know. I played it a lot. I swear to God, I've played it a lot. Always tried to beat it. Never could, admittingly. But, yeah. Maybe one day, eh? Right. We're halfway through. Maybe I can fit this into one video. Or maybe not. Super Mario Kart, a childhood gem of mine. Probably my favourite Mario Kart. Either this or Mario 64. I've said before, Mario Kart is the most overrated franchise ever, you know. But I buy the games anyway, as you know. But yeah, Super Mario Kart the SNES, great. Here we have Killer Instinct. I've never played any other Killer Instinct games. When I first played this, I was really not liking it, you know. I thought this was crap, to be honest. I went back to it not long ago, though, and, you know, I actually looked up some moves, you know, and I was actually really getting into it. I love the combos, you know, the super moves, and it's actually a lot better than I thought it was initially. I feel kind of bad now. So yeah, Killer Instinct, definitely try this out. This is a childhood favourite of mine. This is called Equinox, and I only rebought it because it's a childhood favourite of mine. But it's not really that fun to play now. There's a couple of control issues. It's got a really nice style to it. I really like the graphics and the sound design in this. It feels really ambient, you know, because there's not necessarily music other than just sort of like mellow bass lines or something. I don't know. I'm musically ignorant, but hard to comment on. But like, game of my childhood, you know, I gotta have it again. Actually, this is a 2D shooter I actually really love. Okay. It's made by Konami again, and it's got sort of a 2D and, you know, moving forward levels, and it's really diverse as well. You know, you've got a lot of power-ups, a lot of different ways you can fire. You can almost an exploration style to it, since you can move about the screen and all that. Yeah, it is pretty hard though. I had to play this on an emulator and abuse save states, but regardless, it is a very good 2D shooter. Right. Flashback. Along with this was like, again, a gem of my childhood. But it's probably my favourite out of the series, if you'll call it. There's also a Out of This World or Another World, depending on where you come from, and there's the Heart of Darkness on the PS1. But there's this, and this is probably my favourite. But meaning to let's play this, actually, if I'm honest. I just really like the style of these games, you know. If you haven't checked any of them out, I suggest you do, you know. They are bits of retro greatness, they are. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, superb, one of the absolute best games on the Super Nintendo. This was one of the first... It's like, when I was younger, this was kind of the bane of my existence, because I didn't beat it when I was younger. I got it on Virtual Console, didn't beat it. I started playing it on an emulator, didn't beat it. Then, like, a year and a half ago, I finally beat this game. And yeah, I do love this game, I assure you, but it was always just like, it was always in the back of my head saying, you know, when are you going to beat A Link to the Past? Aren't you a Zelda fan, and didn't you have it when you were a kid? And I was like, yes, I know, I'll do it later. And I finally did beat it, and yeah, obviously it's great. Right. Here's one, I think I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I'm not, well, I do like this game, yeah. Earthworm Jim, you know. The reason I'm kind of hesitant to say I do like it is because I can't beat it. There's that area in like level 3, I believe. It's notorious amongst gamers. You get in the sort of bubble thing, and you got to navigate your way through, and you're being timed. I can't do that. I tried it like 50 times, abusing save states and whatnot. I could not do it. I don't know. I'm sorry. There's actually a HD version of this released on PSN and Xbox Live, I think. So, check that out. Maybe they've made it easier. Probably not. But apart from that one bit, I do honestly like this game. It's that total over-the-top cartoony style that I really admire, you know. Alright. Here we have Illusion of Time. This is a very simple JRPG, you know. Actually, now that I think about it, it's quite reminiscent of Final Fantasy 13, right? And the reason I say that is because Final Fantasy 13 kind of takes away a lot of RPG conventions. So does this, you know. There aren't any shops, there's towns, um, you know, and you've only got the one party member. Like I'm saying, it takes away an awful lot of JRPG conventions. It's very, very simple, but it really, really works well here, you know. Again, the music, the graphics, it's all fucking beautiful. A right work of art, this game. I think it's called Illusion of Gaia in America. So, yeah, definitely check this one out. We have Super Mario World. I kind of already commented on this. Probably my favourite 2D Mario game. Yeah, definitely. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Is it Super? No, it's not Super. What am I saying? The Super wasn't even... Was Super on the SNES? I really don't know. Anyway, yeah. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Another one I played to death as a kid. You know, me and my brother used to always argue about who got to go E-Honda and use that move over and over again. Yeah. Yeah. Not much to say. I'm sure you all know about this game. Friggin' class. Pilot Wings. A really good use of Mode 7 graphics for the Super Nintendo. When I was a kid, you know, it basically involves, you know, you're at a base and you gotta use jetpacks or skydive, or land planes and all that. It sounds a bit boring, but it was actually a right technical feat for the time, you know. And it is really fun to play. And they're coming out with a new one. Well, actually, there was one on the N64 which I have never played. Should get round to that. They're coming out with one on 3DS, I think. I think so. Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'll definitely pick that up. Like, you know, love that series. Mega Man X. I adore this game. You know, my favorite Mega Man game that I own. You know, this is another one I've played an awful lot. I remember I got to the end and I could not beat it. So after a while, I said fuck it and played it on an emulator and abused save states. I'm really, really bad at Mega Man games, by the way. In general, that's probably why I'm like, you know, I'm really, really bad at Mega Man games. But again, I love this game. Really, really fun. Donkey Kong Country. This is the only Donkey Kong Country game I kind of like. The second one is a bit, I don't know, the second one didn't grab me as much. Well, actually, I've never played the third one. But as for Donkey Kong Country Returns, I'll be picking that up day one, no question. But yeah, lots of nostalgia for this one. Class game all round. Yeah, you all know this game. Right. I totally didn't plan this, but the last two SNES games here are my favourite and second favourite on the Super Nintendo. I'll start with my second favourite. Secret of Mana, one of the greatest RPGs I have ever played. This game is rare as hell, right? And when I was buying it, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, do I want to get this for collector's sake? But the thing is, Europe got no JRPGs in the SNES. We didn't get any Final Fantasies. We didn't get Chrono Trigger. We didn't get fucking Earthbound, you know. We were all left in the dark about this. But for some reason, this and Illusion of Gaia, or Illusion of Time, we actually did get those, and maybe a very, very small handful of other ones, you know. So I was pretty interested to see what was so great about this, and it's not turn-based, you know, maybe that's the reason why we got it, because it's not turn-based. They thought that European audiences wouldn't be able to tell a difference or something, I don't know. But it's still an RPG, and a very, very, very good one. Beautiful music, great story, the co-op gameplay is great. I don't play co-op myself, obviously, but yeah, it's still a blast to play by yourself in any regard. Definitely pick this up. You know, it's pretty expensive, like I say, but trust me, it's worth it. And I really, really hope they make another Secret of Mana. You know, this is a series that needs revived, if you ask me. And my favourite SNES game, kind of an obvious pick, but it does take the crown by default, I'm afraid. Super Metroid. When I first went into this game, I knew there was a lot of hype behind it and a lot of love, you know, but damn it, and I came off the Metroid Prime games, you know, I thought that's going to be pretty hard to top for the Metroid Prime games, you know, but damn it, it exceeded my expectations, and it is just a hell of a lot of fun. You will not, it is aged perfectly, right? I can say I can say that with absolute confidence. You know, you can still play this game. You could release this game on Xbox Live Arcade for... Okay, I don't want to go as far as to say 40 quid, but yeah, it has aged perfectly. You know, you definitely need to try this out. Absolutely superb. My favourite Super Nintendo game, so yeah. Right. Anyway, that's that, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. See you after. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.